Joe Cogbill of Cogs since 1974, and today we're going to learn how to put engagement teeth and synchronizer rings on the Type 901 Porsche transmission. The Type 901 Porsche transmission spans from 1965 through 71, and also the 914 series 1970 through 76. Alright, this is a 901 third or fourth gear, looks like this. You can see the teeth right here are rounded off, and these teeth are called the engagement teeth, and this is what we're going to replace. This is the synchronizer band, which is a piece of springy steel, and what it does is it slows down the operation sleeve so the two of them can mesh. Alright, I'd like to point out the difference between the engagement teeth for second, third, fourth, and fifth gear in the 901 transmission with a single cutout, as to the first gear engagement teeth, which have two cutouts. The brake band and stop band is different on the first to allow going in from a standing position than the second through fifth engagement teeth. Usually first gear wears quite often because first gear gets used a lot, and the second through fifth, usually third, fourth, and fifth, the engagement teeth show very little wear. Here we've got a new set of engagement teeth. Here in my right hand you can see how pointed the teeth are, like little mountains. And then here in my left hand is the bad third gear with the worn and rounded off teeth. How this process works is the synchro band is a springy piece of steel. It lays there and it slows down the operation sleeve. This is the operation sleeve, and see the points on the operation sleeve, they mesh with the other teeth. The synchronizer band slows it down and then it snaps in place. What a brilliant little situation that Dr. Porsche brought us. Alright, for the process of the removal of the engagement teeth, first we need a pair of snap ring pliers. Take your thumb and hold it on the bottom of part of the ring, and then put the snap ring pliers in place. Now you basically squeeze and wind it off, just like that. Looks simple on the first time. It is simple. Probably take you a couple of tries to do it. Now we install a tool that you must have. You see the ring in it right here. It grabs the reciprocating ring on the gear. You put the gear pressed piece together. Tighten him up. And now, after we get tightened up, we're ready to go to the hydraulic press. Here we are at the hydraulic press. You only need a very simple 5 or 10 ton hydraulic press and a couple of fixtures. This is the main fixture you would need to buy. It's the dog tooth removal tool, and you're pretty much going to have to buy that to do this operation, and it will be required rebuilding any 901 transmission. So now we're going to set this onto the press. This is a little press fixture tool that also comes with this tool. Now I'll just use this as a spacer. Put your hand under there to catch the gear. Whoa. And now the dog teeth have been removed. Alright, for the next step of our engagement teeth installation, we're going to really use some high-tech stuff today. This is called the hot plate. When you get done, you can also cook an egg on it. Here's the engagement teeth. We're going to go ahead and get started. And the idea with the engagement teeth is to heat them where they expand, but don't turn them blue. While we're doing that, I want to explain about the gears. The gear should have a mirror finish on it. If you look at it and it doesn't have a mirror finish, and also if it's gotten hot, it'll have a little goldish tinge right here on the gear. And so when you look at it, not only do you see it, but you can feel it by rubbing a pick on it, or a lead pencil with a small lead in it. If you can feel it, the transmission can feel it, and it's gonna sing. You'll hear that gear sing later. So if it doesn't have a mirror finish on the mating faces of the gears, on both gears, then you know it's gonna sing. Also, the gear is marked and etched. This particular one is 5974. It's the gear that turns. The other gear, which will be the fixed gear, will also be marked or etched 5974 so that you know that it's a match set. All right, we're going to place the gear on the press. We're going to take our teeth that are nice and hot but not overly hot and carefully center them over the matching receiving teeth on the gear. Get a nice spacer. Get our little spacer tool here. And now we're going to press these engagement teeth home on their gear set. I usually make the press feel tight to pump, and then I leave them there and wait for 5 minutes to let them go ahead and cool off and shrink to the gear, pressed all the way home. Alright, now it's time for the reassembly. You have your new engagement teeth pressed on the gear. We're going to install these stop blocks. You see this first stop block drops in to where the indentation is. Then a brake band, the last stop block. Then we're going to put a new synchronizer ring on. You see it is a piece of springy steel, so it has to press in place with your hand just to hold it down. You want to start one end of the ring if possible. So the idea is to begin one end and then run it around the corner to get it to go in and pop in completely. Hold this down. Sometimes take a small piece of brass, pop it in place. Alright, and here's our completed gear set with its new engagement teeth, new synchro ring, snap ring in place, and ready to install. Thank you for spending your time today watching our instructional class on how to install the engagement teeth on a Type 901 transmission, as well as replace the synchronizer band. And you can see with just a few tools, one press fixture that you must have. We keep that in stock, and you can visit the website cogs.com, which is cogs.com, to look at the parts and a complete illustration. You can purchase the parts off the website, or you're welcome to give me a call at 706-865-5200. Thank you for your time.